Good morning, fellow Forex traders. Happy Friday. It's Friday, November the 3rd. Hope everybody's had a good night and a good day, wherever you may live. Today is non-farm payroll day here in the U.S. I'll be coming out in less than 29 minutes. So that's a big mover, so anything that's tied to the dollar is going to be a mover today. Depending on what that report says. And it kind of looks like they already know what it says, like I said from yesterday. So we'll go over these opportunities. I won't be here too long, just a little bit after the report, maybe 15 minutes. Like I said, I don't trade on Fridays, but I do look for if there's an opportunity to put in a trade or to move stop ups, which today moved stop up because I've been in on this pound dollar a lot, 3 times actually, there, and there, and this last one I'm still in because I'm moving this, been able to keep moving the stop up, but it's almost hit our profit target, which is right up in here. So that could push up on the news, or it could get it there before the news comes out, which would be fine with me. But because I know the news is coming out, I've got my stop moved up to under here now. From down here, that was my entry on this candle. I've already taken 50 pips off, which was yesterday. And now this one's going to make almost twice as much as what my first half did, which is the goal. Welcome to y'all. If this is your first time here, thank you for those who have subscribed. The easiest way to get me, I'm on live streaming Monday through Thursday. I'm on today because it's non-farm payroll day, but I won't be here on here as long. If you hit the subscribe button, you will also have to hit the notify me, click on it, and then YouTube will notify you when I'm on live. That's the easiest way to do it. So enough of that, on to the trading. For those of you who don't know, if this is your first time here, I'll go over, I'm a Forex swing trader, not a day trader, even though sometimes there is trades during the New York session. And then I look at the Asian session as well. I do 1 minute, 4 minute, and daily charts. I don't do 1, 3, and 5, and 15 minute. And if you're looking for 30 trades a day, this will not be the room for you. There's plenty of those out there. But good luck with those, because I did that when I first started trading twice. Blew 2 accounts trading that way. So I've quit trading that way in 2006. I've traded this way since then, going on 18 years, and have not blown any accounts. So that should tell you something. So here we are here. I'm going to change this chat. So we'll see what we got on here. The pound dollar, this is what I was talking about, my ending target where I want to get out. I have it set already. At 12.52, 122.52. So I'm hoping it's going to get there before the report, or spike up on the news, and then it can sell off. And I got my stop here, so I don't care. It's gonna do one or the other. The Aussie dollar, it's looking like a sell right now, but with the news it's tied to the dollar, I wouldn't trade it. If you're already in this long, and you have been from down here, which that was the opportunity to get in, you're only one. And I think this one was too far away, if I'm not mistaken. 63.14 and 70. So that's 30. 14 is 44 plus the spread. It's like 46. this is a little bit beyond what I like to be able to get in on, so I'm looking for it to pull back down in here, maybe a little bit below that one. Now this probably won't happen today, because that's almost 150 pip drop that Aussie dollar would have to do, and I don't see that happening today. Now it can drop a lot, but not 150, because this daily range is only about 60, but it will be more with that report today. Pound CAD has made a buy, but it's running away. There's nothing you can do about it till it comes back down into here, makes a low risk buy, and then you can get in. Pound yen is still in a sale. We have to fill in this flush up, and that could happen today easily. It's from where it's trading, its daily range. Well, that's going to be further than daily range, because it's actually got to come down to here, but it can actually come down to in here easy off the report. Now this thing could push up and then make a sale, since it's still in the sale, get a low risk trade sale, and then head down. That's the pound yen. These are all 1 hour charts. So your Euro New Zealand has made a 1 hour buy. And it's got potential profit target is up here because of the flush down. See, no retracement, flush down. So that's got to get filled in. See, just like this little one did. It's not as big as that one, but if no retracement, straight flush down, comes up, fills it in, then it sells off. But we got a flush down to fill in. That won't happen today either, because that's well over 200 pips. But the Euro New Zealand's average is anywhere from 100 to 140 a day, so it could get close to that unless it drops off. Pound New Zealand has made a buy too. It's got the same thing. It's got a flush up here. I think this one had a flush up, if I'm not mistaken, back over here. So 206, 50, 40, and see, we filled it in. We have filled in that gap from back well over a week ago. So we've got this one to fill in. That won't happen today. That's well over 300. But the pound New Zealand can go up to 140, 160 as well, and with news even higher. So that's the pound New Zealand. The New Zealand yen has made a 1 hour sell. It's got this flush up to fill in all the way down here. That won't happen today, as that is 160 pips. New Zealand yen's daily range is anywhere from 50 to 70 on average. So that won't happen even with news. Euro Aussie is in a buy. This is from yesterday. There was one opportunity to get in right there. Here's another good opportunity to have gotten in. And we got a flush down to fill in up to here. And that could happen today. See, we had a little bit of a flush down right there, and it came up and it filled it in. Euro CAD is in a short-term buy. It had a sell and it came up. There was your opportunity to get in short. That high is 47.46, and that high is 18. So that's 28 plus 4 on the spread. That's 32, so that's within the risk parameters. A $32 risk, and you definitely got rewarded. You already took half off your position, and because it flushed down, there was no way to move your stop. There was no area. So when you had this happen, a little retracement, you have to move it down, and you got stopped out, but it's gone a good bit, actually past your, about 30 pips past your stop, and you got out of it. Now you're waiting for another trade. This could be it pushing up, but it is in a sell, but this is a mixed short-term buy, which these happen to show up at times separated. And the pound Aussie, pound Aussie is in a buy, 1 hour buy right now. And there was your poke down to get in. If you didn't get in on any one of these, it runs away. This is where the average Trader Joe tries to get in. Up, took out that high. I'm getting in. And then you have a big retracement. Goes down to 89.20 from where they got into 76. Over 50 pips. They had to ride that down. And most don't hang on that long. So they say, oh, they complain about, well, the broker knows where my stop is. No, you just got in at a terrible entry. When this thing runs up, it's going to come back. 90% of the time, it will come back. There's times where it'll just straight up run off, and nothing you can do about it. What the majority of the time it does is starts to run up. It sucks people in that do breakout traders because it take out the last high. And then you come in, and then here's my opportunity to get in. See, I don't trade breakout trades because this happens too many times. And if you trade these charts off every day like what I do, I trade all of these currencies, which is 14 that I watch. That's all that I watch, and that's plenty. I print these charts off at the end of the day, every single day. If I'm in a trade, I write it up, and I see these same patterns over and over. And if you, this is your best teacher. Not me, is printing them off and looking at them every day and writing them up. If you got in a trade, why you got in the trade, where you entered, where your stop was, and where your first target profit was. Write all that down. And then over the weekend, which I usually do on Friday nights, so that way I can have Saturday and Sunday to enjoy with family and friends. And even today, I may, after non-farm payroll, go back and look at everything because I've had a good week. Had a really good week. And this is trying to push up now, which I'm in, so I hope it continues higher up into here. As I've already took off my 50, so I've got that locked in before the report, and then my stop is now at, once it takes this high out, it'll be moved over here. Right now it's right here. Once it gets up here to this high, then I can move it over here to break even and actually put $1 or $2 on it where it's going to make a little money. Not much, but I need to give it room to breathe where it could do a little retracement when it pushes up, a little retracement down, and then another push up, and then I can move the stop again. But this is an hour chart, so it's going to take time. This is not a 5 minute or 1 minute where you can do that. So that was the pound Aussie. The CAD yen, which I got in yesterday. I told you this was going to come back. See, that's a yearly pivot. These are important. Broke down through it, come back, touched it, retested, sold off even lower, and we went up, closed above it, and we shot up through it. When that happens, there's usually a retracement back down close to it. There's your back down close to it. And then you've got your profit, already half of it taken off, and then you're moving your stop. But say again here, it's made this big run up, and the stop has not been able to move that much. Right now I have it under here, and with the news it may or may not get me, I hope, because it's a little ways down, about 50 pips or 30 pips, no 40 pips, sorry, 40 pips. So with the news, it could spike down there and then turn back up. But hey, I've already got money banked, And the second half is not going to lose anything, so I'm good. Go to the next one. Euro yen has a flush up that has to be filled in down here. That could happen today. Or we could get a push up on the news into the sell, make it a low risk sell, and then they start the downward journey, which would make the bigger move than from where it is. So you have to watch both of those. Gives you an opportunity. See, here's what I'm talking about when it runs away. See, I can't do anything till this signal shows up. I can't do nothing. I have to wait. I don't care what everything else says. Breakout, trends, whatever you want to put in there, which I don't pay any attention to. You wait for it to, there's where the average Trader Joe runs in. They see this second candle. Oh, I got it in, got to get in. It's going to run away without me. And yeah, they may have got 10, 12 pips. Maybe a little bit more. But then they got this huge drawdown. And they won't mostly, and this is what I wait on. I wait on the drawdown. Give me a low risk trade. 57.68 is that low. And one, so that's $35 risk. $35 risk to get rewarded with that. Why would you take 8 to 10 pips? Let people do it, because brokerage houses, that's what they say, and you don't have to take my word for it. I prefer you don't. Do your research. You'll find out for yourself that that's exactly true. The brokerage houses, wherever you trade, whether it's a Wander Interactive Brokers, Goldman Sachs with stocks, and TD Ameritrade, or whoever, they say their traders on average on stocks take 10 to 15 cents off per trade. That's all they get. And on average on Forex, it's 8 to 10 pips. That's not me saying that. That's them saying that. And if you do your research, you'll find out. So why would you want to follow somebody who does that? Too hard. You have to be correct too many times, almost perfect, to make consistent money over time. And these people that come out from Harvard and Yale that are taught all this stuff, you're not going to be able to beat them. So you have to follow them. You have to follow what they're doing, and they don't do the runaway thing. They don't do the breakout trades. See, breakout trade, it went above it, not very much, 3 or 4 pips. They go, okay, it's breaking out, I'm going long. Yep, there's your real breakout right there. It wasn't here. That's to suck them in, get it back down. Then they get stopped out. They can't hang on to that because that's way too much. 80, 90 pips. When they took 8 or 10, they usually move their stops up really tight because they can't lose that 8 or 10 that they just made. So why would you do that? I bet there's people that do that. That's what makes the world go around. And that's the euro yen. So we got about 10 minutes before the report. The odd yen was in a big buy. This is what I'm talking about when you get these, when it comes down. If you miss that, at least got half your position off, then you got stopped out. And then I gave you another opportunity, and here's the real move. So when it makes higher highs, it comes down, it does its little retracement from where you got in, and then it makes this push up. Then you can move your stop up here. You do the same thing. It's going to make a little move down. Well, that's not a little move, that's actually quite a bit. 92, 30 something pips. And then it makes up, push up, higher high, then you can move your stop up to here. Now, you didn't get stopped out there, it didn't come out. It's about 5 pips away because you're at the low. Makes another push up, higher. Now you can move your stop over to here. And then it made a final push. See, we're going sideways now, so it's getting harder to put your stops in. This would have to go up, take out that high, which it could do on the news, and then you'd be able to move your stop up to under there after the next push up. And see how far you've been able to come from your entry on your second half. You got 50 on your first half, took off the stress. You've banked money. You've been able to get it to break even. You don't have to look for another trade like them 1, 3, 5, 15-minute traders do. You're in the trade. You're just now managing the trade, but you've already banked money, and good money, and you're banking more money. So that's it in a nutshell for all of this. Pound dollar has made a higher high. I'm 20 pips away from now my target, but I'm under here. That's my stop. News in less than 9 minutes. I gotta watch the dollar yen too. So we gotta keep an eye on all this stuff. Dollar yen is trading at 150, a little over 150. That's going to be interesting. I think it's not had a flush down. So less than 8 minutes for this thing to come out, and it's going to get crazy. Especially if it's off. Highest bid is 36. 16 more pips and I'll get stopped out at my profit target there at 52. So I hope it's going to push up there before news, or maybe to spike up on the news a little bit before it sells off. It gets me down here. So that's what I'm hoping is going to happen there. Those you got any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the chat, or I'm going to go on my YouTube page and put it in the comments section. So I've been live streaming for over 4 weeks now. 4 weeks and 2 days. And these sessions are recorded, by the way, so if you miss any of them, or and you want to go back and look at them, they're there for you. I usually post them a couple of hours after I get off. They're posted in. They're not edited, and you'll be able to tell they're not edited. I don't want to do anything that's going to make somebody think that I'm not transparent, because either the others do edit them. They edit their videos. So mine is, it is what it is. I'd rather be real than something I'm not. Because that's who I would want to follow, is somebody that way. Yeah, these YouTube traders is on there, and there's a ton of them. They're just not transparent. Because most of them are on there to get subscribers, as many as they get, and likes every day. That way they can get paid by YouTube and have ad revenue so they make more money. Should be about the trading, teaching trading, if that's what most of them say that they're doing. Want to teach you to be able to trade successfully, where you can get this Lamborghini and this nice house that's behind me. I hope y'all don't fall for that stuff, because you know that you can rent that car on a daily basis. You can rent a car like that and then go parking in front of a nice neighborhood, in front of a house. So don't get sucked into that. You want to look at their numbers. That's what you want to look at. The numbers will tell the whole story. It'll tell the truth. The number of trades they have. If you can find out what the amount of the pips that they collect for those trades in total, then you can divide it into the number of trades, and that's what it's going to come down to. And more than likely it's going to be the 8 to 10 pips. You have to be right way too much. Now you can be right for a whole week, but again, if you got 10 pips in 5 days, it's just 50 pips, and I'm collecting 200 or more. Now I don't get it in a day, it's in a day or two, but I don't have to worry about trying to get in another trade because I'm in it. I'm just moving my stop. This is swing trading, so it's pretty easy. Now you're not going to get paid every day. And if you're new and you're trading and you feel like you need to get paid every single day, and you got to make several trades a day to be able to do that, I would advise you to stop. Just do a demo account, learn from somebody who knows what they're doing. Yeah, the first sign I seen, anytime I looked on YouTube and I seen somebody, the first thing they had was a really flashy car and or a big house or both, I went to the next one. Because they're in it for the wrong reason. They're in it just to get YouTube money, get you subscribers, and they have to entertain you. And that way you're tied to them. Yeah, I don't fall for that stuff. I want to be able to make money, make my own money. Don't want to make somebody else money. I want to make my own money, so you have to find somebody who can teach you, and that's successful. I've done this since 2000. Well, started in it trading Forex in 2006, but wasn't successful till the end of 2007. And then I got to where I was making more than my full-time job. See, I was able to do this at home or on my breaks, at my lunch. I didn't have to look at everything, every 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. See if I was missing a trade, or if I was following somebody, did they already get in a trade? There we got less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Now we got a minute. $12 pips. That's all I need. 12 pips. Just do a little push up on the news and then you can sell off. Should be coming out here any second. Any second. There it goes. Yay, hit my profit target. Thank you, Master Market. Hit my profit target. I'm out of that trade. Let me see what everything else is going on here. Yeah, we're looking for a buy on the Euro New Zealand. Yeah, got more money. Could have got a little bit more money, but I am pleased. A happy beaver. See, why would you want 8 to 10 pips when you can get from down here to up to here? 121 to 122, well, 50 for me. 150 pips plus the other 50, 200. You just have to continue moving your stops. It takes a while and you may not get paid. You know, this is from yesterday. I didn't get paid. Well, I got from first 50 off yesterday, but I don't get the big money until today. You're paid to wait. Now there's probably going to be a sell-off here now. The odd yen pushed up. The euro yen. Wow, it didn't do much of nothing. CAD yen sold off some. Pound Aussies sold off some. Euro CAD, it went up. Now see, this is what I'm talking about, your little buy opportunity here. Put it in there. There's your buy. I think that's a lower low if I'm not mistaken. I guess because of all the news, the servers are fully loaded. Yeah, I can't get it. But that was your buy opportunity, and you took half off. Now if you got in down here, and now as this continues higher, your initial stop was there. You're here now on this push up, and if it pushes up on the end of here, now you can even move it up underneath here, and now the second half's making money. So that's how this works. Let's see, I can't do any trading, because this doesn't show up all the time. I have it programmed. It's only going to be at a certain time. It's based on time and price and volume all together. So I have to wait for this thing, and then even when it shows up, I mean, it could be like now. I can't do anything for 30 minutes, and even after that I have to wait a couple more candles. So now see, here's a buy opportunity here on the euro Australian dollar, possibly, as it's pulling back into this buy. But it just looks like that might go a little lower, because I think, and let me make sure, I don't want to tell you wrong, there should be, yes, that's a yearly pivot. You think we're coming to that? Chances are it's looking pretty good. But we do got this flush down to fill in. Now we're going to turn up from here first and go up, fill that in, and then come down. The bigger move, the better move to make more money would be to come on down here and then go up, because that would be a 63.55, over 300 pips. So that would make more sense for that to happen and then turn up, as opposed to they get it from here and then turn up and go up. That would be less than 200. So it'd be interesting to see what direction they're going to go on this. The pound Aussie went 20 pips higher than my profit target, but hey, I'm happy, because I've already made money on this trade, and this is my best trade. And this is just the one currency, and this was from last Thursday, so over a week been able to make 3 trades. So there's not a trade every day, so you have to hang on to it. And yes, when you get in, see this trade that I got in here, was able to take half off. I couldn't move the stop up because there was no retracement. Now there was a retracement, a push up higher, then I was able to move my stop on that one to there, got stopped out. Now I have to look for another, and it comes back to the low risk trade back over here. Numbers have to work. See, that was a low risk trade. Low risk trade. And now you just move it up when it makes the higher high. You move your stop up. Retracement goes up. You can't do anything till it takes out that high, which it did here before the news. But I moved my stop up even though I had it there. With the news getting closer and closer and it getting closer to my profit target, I wanted to squeeze it. So fortunately it went up and hit the profit target. It filled in the flush. Let me show you. Filled in the flush down. These always do it, but it takes it a while. See, this happened on, that's not the 30th. That's the 24th. Yep, October the 24th. Today's November the 3rd. So that's 10 days for that to get filled in. But here was the start of it. See, there's your another straight flush down. No retracement, straight flush. But they have filled it in immediately. They filled it in immediately. But see, now we've got this flush up to fill in. It filled in some of it, but not all of it down in here, which would take us back to the year, close to the yearly pivot. So I'm going to be looking for a sell opportunity. Probably not today, more than likely on Sunday night. Or it could be late in the afternoon today. I will come back and look at it, but I won't be on. But I will come back and look at it. Let me squeeze that back. So you get the gist of that. Aussie dollar. It pushed up higher too. So that's looking pretty good. So those are pretty close. I don't think there was nothing else that has really moved yet. The dollar yen sold off. It's now below 150. The pound dollar has gone 30 past my, but I'm okay with that. I don't care. I don't care. So we'll go over all these and see if there's anything. The pound Aussie has come down into a buy too, just like the euro yen, but I think it's got a yearly pivot. I think. Well, that may have been the bottom one right there, the one that's above us, so we're below it a good bit. Oh yeah, it is. But that's the top one. Yeah, so there's not one other one, but there is down here from earlier this year, right here. That is how many away? 87, 50, 170, 170 pips away. So if it takes this one out, there is a chance, but there's a chance to turn around here. That's a low risk trade right now. That's got potential. That's not going to happen today, that down move. But it's going to be interesting if it's going to come down to that and then start turning up. Because the Aussie dollar, the Aussie is strong. and the pound is strong. But because the pound Aussie, it goes by the other currency, which would be the Aussie against the pound. So that's why the pound's coming down, because the Aussie is strong. So the best bet would be to see if it's going to come down close to that 187.70, maybe about 188. Start looking for a buy opportunity in there. The yen continued higher. It's coming up to resistance though now, but it can go above that because the daily range is not well, it's getting close. 60, 70, yeah. If it gets above that just a little bit, it will reach its daily range. But because there was news, see with the pound yen, it's pushing up. Remember, we got this flush up. It's got to get filled in at some point. And that's probably going to be because the pound is strong and pushing up, looking for a sell opportunity up into here, and that could happen today sometime for a move down into here. Let's see, there's your buy opportunity. See, there's breakout traders trade, breakout, they get in, they get a few pips and it flushes them out, then they got to try to find another place to get in, but there's no breakout till it gets up to here. But then I'm in here, so I'm way ahead of them. That's why I don't do breakout trades. Yeah, you'll get a few pips in there, but then you get stopped out, and then you got to hunt for another spot to get in. Then they have to wait several hours, and they're forcing trades because they have to make so much money. And then before there's another breakout, then they have to wait over here, way over here. It's like 12 hours later. That means the session is ended. But then this is what I wait on, and I'm in way ahead of them. I've already taken off half my position before they even entered on a breakout trade. So got the pound yen, got to keep an eye on. The Euro New Zealand is looking like a buy opportunity is coming. So that's one to watch today too. This making a big candle, 79.64. $79.64. So that candle ends in about 15 minutes. Nothing to do. We have to wait for the setup. So that's probably going to be a late afternoon today or Sunday night trade. So with the news, the pound dollar has gone up 50 past my profit target. But hey, I've banked enough money on that. They could have easily went the other way, so I'm happy. I am happy that I've hit my profit target. The dollar is still trying to push up a little bit higher. I'm looking for a sell on it. and on the odd yen too, and on the New Zealand yen, all of those. Pound CAD, it was in a Bicey Heights for making a flush up here on the 1 hour. So there's nothing to do. Don't chase it. Don't chase this. Be patient and you'll get rewarded. Patient and you get rewarded. If I can get back here. Has it been an uptrend that long? Should be. There we go. Yep, I guess it wasn't an uptrend that long. See how it does? Runs up, you wait for it to come back, you gotta be patient, and then you get rewarded big time. You can stay in it till it made a big old honk and big down move, which you may have got stopped out right in there. But from way back here is where you'd have entered. Any questions or comments, feel free, live chat or comment section on my YouTube channel. Either way is fine. Let me go back to this. See, it's running away. Don't chase it. Don't chase it, because it could be coming up to this sell and then sell off. It'll come back. More times than not, it comes back. And let's see where it may come back to. It's that low, 67.90. No, that's not right. It's more like 40. Come on, get in here. Too much data being sucked on the server. So it's more like in the 40, low 40s. So we'd be looking for like back into here, a retracement to get in with low risk trade, then the next push up, and more than likely it's going to take out that candle, which it could do today. That's on the pound CAD. Looked at the pound yen, euro New Zealand. Pound New Zealand's got the same picture. See, we got a flush down on the pound New Zealand. No retracement till here. So that has to get filled in back up into here. So I'm not sure where the pivots are. Or we may be below the pivot, but I don't think. Nope, there it is. Reckon we're coming to here. Reckon that's a target right there. It's only 200 and about 40 away. That won't happen today, but that would be the good buy opportunity. But it could turn around here and go in and fill in the flush up before it comes down, which if they wanted to sell, that'd be a massive move, and that's a lot of money. So potential on the pound New Zealand, euro New Zealand on the buys. The euro Aussie potential buy, pound Aussie potential buy. See, there was your poke down there on the pound Aussie. Got to keep up with the dollar yen. It's still below 149. So there's not really nothing to do on that trade. Nothing to do just yet. I'm going to answer some emails. Oh, let's see. Where was it? Pound Aussie, CAD yen. It is sold off from up there. There was your opportunity to get short right there. What time was this? How many hours ago? 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd been 4 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't have got it. But that's your low risk trade. You've been rewarded for waiting after the sale. See, there's the CAD yen. If you didn't get that one, then you could have got that one. That's still a low risk trade. That low is 107.70. No, that's not right. 78, because that's 40s. Well, this is not working good. There we go. 47. And then this low is 58. 11 plus 3. $14 risk for your patience. And you got rewarded. Now, because this is a flush up, this has got to get filled in back down here. But this is a yearly pivot, which we broke up and came back and retested it. So more than likely, we're going to come back and retest it and come below it a little bit. And could come down into here to give another buy opportunity. That's not going to happen today. And probably won't happen Sunday night. So that could be a Monday. So again, patience pays off. So as you can see, I do a live. Have a live account. If they don't show you it's live and it has nothing, that means it's a demo, because it will say live either up here or down here, depending on how your brokerage has got theirs set up. So if you did get that sale, you've taken off at least half your position, and now you've moved your stop from right there to your entry plus $1 or $2. So it's going to make money. You don't have to hunt for another trade. You just move your stop as this goes down, and it's making a flush down right now, and that's going to be consider some support right in here, which that could reach today. Euro yen, is it selling off? Nope, it done nothing on the news. Aussie dollar really didn't do anything. It made a little poke up, but that's only 20 something pips, and it's making a sell now, but it's got 7 minutes left, and then there's still nothing to do after that. So this is going to be toward the end of my day. For those of you, I go over one more time, if this is your first time here, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm on live Monday through Thursday, live streaming. I do record these sessions, so in case you miss it, you can go back and look at it at your convenience. But I do swing trading. I don't do 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute trading. Swing trading, I've done this since 2006. And I blew 2 accounts, separate accounts, trading 1, 3, and 5 minute and 15 minute charts. So, I don't want to be boneheaded. I want to learn and make money. So I said, okay, that's it. I'm done with that. Not doing that no more. And you can find those on YouTube if that's what you want to do. If you feel like you got to make 20 trades a day to get a certain amount goal money, good luck with that. But I've been very successful trading this way, and I'm not changing. The old saying, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. Well, I burnt the t-shirt. So I'm not going back to that anymore. This has been too successful. There's no reason to. And these patterns happen over and over, and you don't have to take my word for it. And I prefer that you don't, that you do your own research, that you print these charts off and you go back in time and you look, and you'll see these same patterns over and over and over and over on each and every one of these currencies, all the way back years and years and years back. Because these breakout traders, they have to suck them in. See, like here. Now these are hours, so you think it's strong, breaks it out. Oh, I'm going to get in. Yep, they get in. They get 8, 10, 12 pips, and then they can't hang on because this happens. But there was the buy opportunity, and then they get rewarded. So good luck with the breakout trades. need to get some more coffee, so I need to finish this. But I hope everybody has a good weekend. The easiest way to find me when I'm on live, like I said, Monday through Thursday, is to subscribe first, and then you'll still have to click on the notify me button, and then YouTube will notify you when I am on live. That's the easiest way to find me. So if you're in trades, please take off, whatever your profit target is, what you feel comfortable with, whether it's you don't have to do a half like I do. You can do an eighth, a fourth, a third, 3/4, whatever you feel comfortable with. But just be consistent with that number. So you have to be consistent. I have done a half since I figured this out in 2007. That the half is the best number for me, depending on what the daily ranges are, which are all different on every currency. So it could be from 30 pips where you take half off up to 60 pips where you take half off. So it depends on what currency and the daily range for it is on a day. And then you're spending more time than anything moving your stop. If it does this, which you can see it does a lot, but you have to be in the right spot, because most of these guys get in at these breakout trades, like right in there, taking out that high. They usually put a couple pips on it, so it's going to be up in here. They didn't get much, and then they got stopped out because that's too big a move down. Too big a move down. But they'll say, "Oh, my broker knew where my stop was." Nope, you got in at the wrong spot. You got in at the wrong spot. This is where you get in. If you're looking to buy, you don't want to buy there. You want to buy down here. Now you could have bought in over here, but this is a whole nother day later. But see, I'm in down here, and I've already taken half of mine off by the time it breaks out. And they're looking for that. Now they're hoping, but see again, it went up some, not much, but more than likely they got stopped, because when they take the 8 to 10 pips, they've got to move their stop tight because they don't want to give back that money. So there's where they get stopped at, and guess what happened? It continued up. But most of them that's on there that trade those, they want entertainment. Got to be entertained. And of course, those that trading room that they're on, got to keep them tied to them, so they entertain them with the trading. So that way they're tied to them every day, and they can eventually get subscribers and likes and get paid by YouTube and get ad revenue. Now if I get that, that's great if it gets to that point, but that's not my whole objective. It's to teach people to trade, and then once that happens, you don't need me no more. That's what I want. I don't want you to need me anymore. That way you can go on about your business, and all I ask is that in return is that you teach others the same thing, and just return the favor. That's it. But that's everything in a nutshell. I'm kind of interested to see. Wow, that's a big old candle. That's too big a candle, actually. 24, it's almost 100 pip candle right there. The Aussie dollar, of course the daily range on it is not as big. Where are we at? Euro New Zealand. You're looking for moves like that, but there's nothing to do on it. Not just yet. Not just yet. The Swissy didn't either. The dollar continued down. There's going to be a turnaround in that later today. Probably sometime after lunch, the dollar is going to start getting stronger. But I don't trade that one. I only traded it because of the Bank of Japan. But they're not going to step in at 149. They stepped in at 150. Actually, it was over 150. And that's what I'm going to wait on again, for it to get back to the 150, 80s, 90s. And that's going to take a while. So nothing to trade on it. I'm not even going to look at it, and I usually don't, because I want to be a seller, not a buyer. Let's see, Euro, New Zealand yen. It's up at its extreme resistance. Now it can go a little bit higher because that is 50s. Yeah, because it's almost at its daily range. But it can go a little bit higher because there was news today, big news. Little news won't move it like that. Weak news, what I should say. So let's see, the Aussie yen, same thing. Be looking for a sell. Euro yen done absolutely nothing on the news. And the CAD yen continuing its sell off. Looking for down here for a buy. If not there, then it's going to be down in here. So it'll be below the yearly pivot, which that looks like where we're coming back to. If you got in the sell up in here, you had a really low risk trade. That high was 49. What did I say it was? $10 or $11 was all you're risking. Now you've already took half your profit off. Because on the CAD yen, it's 35 is where you take it off because of the daily range. So you've already got the 35 because you was in the 40s and we're down at 109. So you've already taken off half your, well, I say half, I keep saying that, but that's me. That's just me, because this is for trading and education purposes only, remember. So you can take it off at whatever, whether it's you take a quarter of it off, a third of it off, an eighth of it off, or 3/4 of it off. You set the number, but once you set that number, you got to be consistent. And then now you've moved your stop from here to break even plus $1 or $2, and you don't care what happens. You hope this goes lower down in here where you make more money. Keep moving your stop. That's your trade. You don't have to hunt for another trade. As you've already banked money, you're going to make money in your second half. If it pushes back up here and it stops you out, you already made money. And it could sell off again from here and go down. That does happen. It'll come up a second time. Euro CAD, what did it do? Didn't move up a whole lot either. Remember, these are our candles, so half of that candle was in before the news because it was already moving up, but it really didn't move on the news. Now you had a flush down right here and it's filled that in. It's like you had that straight flush down, it filled that in. So are we going to go lower from here? And I think that we are going to go lower. Because where is all the, I don't think there's one of them that I scrolled that was way down. Yes, that's too far. It's kind of in the middle of no man's land right now. So that's it, guys. If nobody has any questions or comments, then I'm going to call it a day today. I'll be back on Monday. Again, if you are new here, welcome. Subscribe to the channel if you would. If you want to follow my live streaming, I record this also. It'll be up about 2 hours after I get done. I don't edit it. It just takes a while for it when it's an hour or longer, which is going to be longer than an hour for YouTube, because they have to wait on their servers to do their thing. And you'll be able to notice it if you haven't looked at my other videos. I mean, I don't do any editing. I do go for coffee, and I don't edit that out. I leave it in there. Others take stuff like that out. But I want to be real and transparent. I just, it is what it is. So my whole goal is to be able to teach people to be successful in their trading, and that's it, bottom line. If I get a ton of subscribers, great, wonderful. If I don't, hey, that's great and wonderful too, because it's about the number one goal is teaching, and teaching people to be successful where they can trade at home full time. I'm sure you'll notice on these others, traders on YouTube, they say the same thing. but then they spend too much time trying to get subscribers. And I've heard of even say more than one different room say the same thing. If we don't get to 500 likes, I'm not putting out a trade. Well, if your whole goal is to teach people trading, why do you care about the likes and subscribers? Unless you're really wanting to get just ad revenue and money from YouTube. So it tells me you're not making any money trading, because you're going to concentrate on the trading instead of concentrating on that. So just use common sense, people. Use common sense if you have any, hopefully, because nowadays it's lack. People just don't have it. If their cell phone don't tell them what to do, which is terrible. Cell phone hadn't told me what to do today. I think you need to get out in the real world for a while and start meeting people and stuff. Don't let the phone tell you who to meet. Just get out and meet people. But enough of that. Ready for the weekend. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Be back on Monday.